Hello there guys, it's me Unstable Voltage. Welcome back to episode 5 of Europa Universalis for As the Ottoman Empire. We are playing with the Rights of Man DLC, and a lot of stuff is happening right now that we should probably deal with. So, Ramadan. Soon it is the 9th month of our calendar, and Muslims worldwide are preparing for a month of fasting. It is one of the 5 pillars of Islam and is fard obligatory for all adult Muslims who are not ill, travelling or pregnant. From dawn until sunset, no food is to be consumed, no liquids drunk, no tobacco used, and no sexual relations allowed. It is a time of spiritual reflection, improvement, and increased devotion and worship. No God-fearing Muslim should ignore Ramadan. So, time to fast, gain some piety, or we can lose some piety. Let's have a quick look, actually. We've got a bit of piety. We're not as high as it could be. Lower piety would give us more manpower and more taxes and cheaper tech costs, but more missionary strength. We do have a lot to convert, so I think we will actually gain the piety and try and get these conversions done. The Knights have entered into a military coalition. That's a little bit unfortunate, because we did want to try and take them out, but we will at some point. I don't think the coalition is necessarily too big. I mean, Poland is in it now, which is a little bit of a problem. But yeah, most of them are just sort of our immediate neighbours. But we'll wait. Some of this might go away. Poland is our rival anyway, so we're never going to be able to improve anything over there. Now, one thing that I am interested in, and I'm just going to unpause the game because we are waiting for our transports to get home with our troops, and we do want to use our better unit types as well. One thing that we are going to want to do is... Do we have military access with somebody that we don't need? Yes, we've got military access with you. You've probably cancelled it though now. Yeah, you have done. Who is it that wants to hire a condottieri? Karakuluni. We could do that, actually. We're at full maintenance. You wish to hire condottieri, do you? I don't use this very often. I'm trying to remember where it is. Offer condottieri. And we want... we want the one with the good general. So are you actually willing to hire a condottieri, or you just don't have enough money to hire one? Yeah, you can't even afford to hire one, so why even put the pop-up there? So one thing I do want to work out is the new deal with science. So ships are repairing. We want to break off the transports. Transports can stay here, but they will be separate. And then once the other ships are repaired, you are going to go back into protecting trade in Constantinople. Repair when slightly damaged. And what are we up to in terms of our naval force limit? We are at that force limit. We can afford to go ahead and get one more infantry. If we had manpower, we could anyway. So if we go ahead now and have a look at our tech. So our institution's tech penalty is 3%, because that's going to go up by 1 a year until we get up to 150. Show institutions. So here we go. So institution spread is 15% and embracement cost is minus 16.8. And this is affected, so the embracement cost is affected by being a great power. That gives us a 10% reduction. And our positive prestige, we gain, it's 6.8% cheaper for being 68%. So obviously if you're at 100 prestige, it'd be a maximum 10% discount. The spread is increased by being at peace and also positive stability. Now, I wonder if that's a flat 5% or if you get an extra 5% per positive stability. Maybe we'll find that out. Because we've embraced feudalism, that does give us one leader without upkeep. All modifiers affecting the spread of feudalism. The owner has embraced feudalism. Nearby friendly provinces have too. Old World non-tribal capital, port or capital in colonial nation, borders nation with feudalism, and loyal and noble estates present and adjacent has feudalism. Spread modifier plus 45%. Persistence in the Ottomans. It is embraced in 35 out of 35 provinces, totaling 100% of the Ottoman development. So that's feudalism. Now if we go on to the Renaissance, which is the next one, this is the one we don't have. So if we go and click on feudalism, we can see that we have feudalism everywhere. We click on Renaissance, so we've got Renaissance, colonialism, printing press, global trade, manufacturers and enlightenment. So the origin, this is at the year it starts. The earliest date that this institution can appear spread throughout the world is 1066. So you kind of, a lot of places start with feudalism anyway. So the Renaissance starts in Genoa. When embraced, it'll give us minus 5% build cost. It will give us, what the heck is this thing? Entwickelt Lungsgosten. The penalty for not, oh, minus 5% global. What the heck is that? I have no idea what that is. I can only assume there's a translation error somewhere and it's not using the right words, because I have no idea at all what that is. But whatever it is, global, minus 5%. Current technology penalty cost is currently +3, so that'll go away. So we haven't embraced it in any of our provinces at the moment. The following provinces haven't embraced Renaissance and incur extra cost. So we need provinces to start embracing. Now this is going to spread. All modifiers affecting the spread of Renaissance. European 10 development province, European 20 development province. Port capital, colonial overlord has Renaissance. So it's all basically going to spread, and it's going to start spreading from Genoa. So Genoa is the birthplace of the Renaissance, and you can already see that it is starting to spread to some of the nearby provinces. And in fact, we are starting to get some of it. The institution of Renaissance has not got a big enough hold of our country to fully embrace it. It needs to be embraced in at least 10% of our autonomy, modified by development, but it's only embraced in 0%. And I believe to embrace it, it costs us money. Because when we mouse over here, it says the following provinces haven't embraced the Renaissance and incur extra cost. So the more of your provinces that embrace the new technology, that embrace the institution, and the higher the percentage that they have embraced it by, the cheaper it will be to enact. And obviously the other stuff hasn't even started yet, because there's certain years where these things have to happen. So we can't really do anything with that other than wait, really. We don't really have any other wars that we can get in right now. We probably want to wait until we have our manpower back. So what have we got down here? We've got a 13 and 4. Let's go ahead and just get these armies together, and we'll split them and make two sort of roughly equal sized armies. Obviously the Ottomans can grow quite large. We do have a few people in a coalition against us. We could definitely go and... what mission do we have at the moment? To get the knights, but the knights are in a coalition. So let's go and cancel that one. And we'll get a new mission. We've lost the CB against the knights, that is fine. Let's go ahead and start building a spy network against these guys, so we can take some more land down here. So we've got a 22 stack. Let's group up. Again, let's have a quick look here at the estates. So the Ulema would lose 10 loyalty. They're at 50%. And we'd lose piety but gain prestige. Or they can gain 10 loyalty and we'd gain 20 piety and lose 15 prestige. We'll go ahead and take that. Now they've actually got some loyalty. Can we actually do anything with them? So they've got a bit of extra loyalty now. They lose 20 loyalty and we gain 15 admin power. Yeah, let's go ahead and do that. That takes them down to 40, but then it'll start trending back up again. We get some free admin, that is fine. Just because I wanted to test it out, looking at the tech. So, as we can see... where is it? Positive stability is plus 5%. So, if I go and increase our stability... And I wouldn't normally bother increasing it here because, you know, it's expensive. But we'll do it anyway. I've got overextension, but I want to try this out. I want to see if this is correct. So yes, now it is 10%. So it's 5% for every positive stability. So I would assume probably minus 5% for every point of negative stability. Yeah, technology is definitely definitely spreading. Let's be on the right map mode for this. So we do want to try and take more land where we can. We do have a little bit of corruption. So our corruption is actually growing. Is that true? Yes, because it's our overextension. A little bit of a problem with religious unity, but the overextension is the main issue. That shouldn't take too long, because we are coring. June of 56. So it is going to take a couple of years, but I think we'll be alright. We are making a decent amount of money. So with that in mind, let's go and have a look and see if we want to put any temples in anywhere else. That's a 0.15. That's a 0.2 there. Actually, there's a couple of 0.2s. There's one there and one there. And now we are out of money again. But that is actually fine. I mean, eventually we will integrate Crimea anyway, so all of this will be ours. Venice has entered into the military coalition against us. Very, very interesting. I mean, it will start to burn off, so I'm not too bothered by that. But yeah, we did take quite a lot of stuff. I mean, taking a bite out of Genoa was always going to cause some issues there. The last jousting tournament. We can feel it in the wind. Soon our equestrian elite will be nothing more than a dream remembered as the chivalrous tradition dies out before the onslaught of modernity. The world is changing, but for now, for one last time, let the Knights of the Ottoman ride. So forward to glory. Morale of armies plus 10%, yearly army tradition plus 1, yearly prestige plus 0.5 for 20 years for 30 admin points and 71 ducats. Or we can lose 5 prestige. Yeah, well, we'll definitely go and take that. I mean, we've basically just run out of money now, but that helps. Let's just have a quick look at our leader now, our government type. So there's no other cultures that we can embrace right now. Country modifiers. There's now a full pop out for, well, that was always there, but it was hidden. It's a little bit easier to find now. What did I want to look at was actually my ruler. There was a button for it. Is it here? Yeah, so we can't abdicate because we do not have an heir. But I think it works slightly differently with these guys. So we've actually gained our second modifier. We are a naive enthusiast. I'm sure I read somewhere that all of them were supposed to be bonuses, but maybe that's just the ones that you get to the to your generals. So we've got minus 20% better relations over time. This ruler is a naive enthusiast, blindly rushing ahead and constantly underestimating the consequences of our ruler. Ensures that our neighbours will be slower to forgive slights and transgressions. An AI ruler with naive enthusiast would ignore aggressive expansion, prefer to pick on someone their own size, and send gifts more often. So I don't think these ever go away, but this is one of the other reasons why if you get someone with too many negative modifiers, you could get rid of them to put your heir in place. You still want the condottieri. I was willing to offer you it before, but the fact that you had like no money. Yeah, you're not willing to pay any decent amount of cash, so why even bother? Now then, what do we have over here in terms of stat? We've got 17k, a 13 and a 4. You're an 18 and a 4. And we're not quite at our limit, so we do have enough manpower to go and get another infantry on there. So let's go ahead and do that. That'll take us up to our force limit. As for naval force limit now, because it will start going up as our autonomy starts to burn away. We are trying to get rid of that rebellion. There's still a few more that might pop. Mauryan separatists are still there. This will go away a little bit more once we get the overextension down. Convert the infidel. Select this as your mission. No province in the Anatolia region. Yeah, that's going to take ages. Conquer Crete. Well, I guess we'll go for that one for now. It's the only one we can really do because everything else is in everyone else is in a coalition against us. The Feast of Breaking the Fast marks the end of Ramadan, and the Muslims around the world try to show the common goal of unity. This is the same event that we had earlier on, so we can either lose a load of money, which I'd prefer not to do, lose a little bit of money and gain 20 piety, or just gain a little bit of piety. We'll just take the little bit of piety for now. Being raided by the knights, which is very annoying. If you guys wouldn't mind not being in a coalition against us, then we potentially have the chance to get rid of that. You are outraged. It's mostly aggressive expansion. Let's go see if we can improve relations with them and get them out of the coalition. Hungary is no longer a valid rival, so have they... are they in the personal union? 50 years, yeah, so they've literally just entered into a month ago, just entered into the personal union. Cossack aggression. Moving quickly by boat or on horseback, the Cossack of the steppes are very adept raiders. Several such raids have lately laid waste to our countryside and even major cities some way from our borders. Once a raid has been executed, these plunderers break back behind the borders of our neighbouring countries as quickly as they came. Both the Umera and the merchant guilds have interests in the affected areas, and both groups now demand that we do something. The event Cossack aggression happens, or the merchant guilds lose 10 loyalty and the Umera lose 10 loyalty, and we lose 1 base tax. Let's go for the Cossack aggression. The Moldavian response. The Moldavian response is that they refuse to take responsibility for the raids into our country, claiming that they are unable to claim themselves. We care little for such excuses. We gain 1 base tax in Silistria, and we gain a border fiction CB on Moldavia. So, first of all, a couple of things that we need to do. We are short on rivals. Moldavia we could go and take out. So we've got the Mamluks and Venice. So we probably want to rival Austria, because we might go take a bite out of them at the moment. Costly embargo has just gone away. Are you in a coalition against us? You are not. But you are... You're a march under Poland, right. So we might want to wait a little bit before we try and attack Moldava, but we'll definitely... Moldavia, but we will definitely do that at some point. We've been caught trying to fabricate, which is unfortunate. That was down here. You are... Well, you're guaranteeing the independence of somebody. You're allied with the Kandar. Kandar are actually in the coalition, but I think that would bring them in without triggering the coalition. We can't fabricate claim. Has no possible neighbouring... Hang on. Has no possible neighbouring provinces to fabricate a claim on. Have we just automatically got claims on everything then? Oh, we have. We've already got claims on all this stuff anyway, so we don't need to fabricate. My bad. We've got claims on Albania as well. Albania, you are... transferring power in a trade league. So if we declare... Yeah, all members of the trade league will join on defensive wars. In the trade league with Ragusa, led by Ragusa. Does it tell us who is in that trade league, or is it just them? Doesn't look like anybody's actually in that, other than themselves. And they've got no allies. So I'm wondering if it's worth just going in and jumping straight on them. Let's go ahead and just move up there. Again, this will be even more aggressive expansion, but... Since when does that ever bother me? It's only a 10 development province. It shouldn't be too harsh. It is mountains, which is not fantastic. Let's go ahead and... let me click on you. Let's go ahead and give you the better leader. Venetian claims on Moria. An ambassador from Venice has informed us that they have laid claims on Moria Peninsula. This is clearly not acceptable. They must be punished. We get a diplomatic insult on Venice. That's fine. Let's go and make sure that you have the other leader. So wait, you're a 14-4 and you're an 84. Yeah, we've got too many here. You should be over here. Make it up to 220 stacks. So what we should be able to do is... we don't have a free diplomat at the moment. We are building spy networks. We don't need to build a spy network there. You're building a spy network in Wallachia. Which you... do we actually have claims there? We do not, so that's fine. Flipping knights again. So we've got that diplomat back. Let's go and declare a war. Yeah, Ragusa would come in. But again, we're not bothered about Ragusa. Could we get open borders from Serbia? We probably wouldn't need it. But yeah, we could probably get those two provinces quite easy. Ragusa would be really nice to get. We don't want to co-belligerize Ragusa because that would definitely bring in... are they being guaranteed? No, we're guaranteeing them. We're guaranteeing their independence. But they're in a trade league with Albania, and that is it. So we could actually go and bring them into that. So let's go ahead and declare the war. We'll co-belligerize them. We'll go ahead and confirm. Now, if we just double check here, make sure we're paused up. Yep, they are the only two people in this war. So we should be able to just march straight in here and defeat these guys quite easily. Again, we could gain or lose some piety. Let's take that piety for now. We did catch some of their ships out over here. So we might be able to get to Ragusa. But that is something that we will be doing in another video. Let's just detach some of these guys and move them out. Haven't got my guy over there with siege, but what we will do is we will get over here. We will detach one unit of cav. We'll select it. We'll make sure that this guy has our really good leader because he's got one siege. We'll send him back over there. So then hopefully when I come back in the next video, I'll remember that we've got a war going on, because I thought if I actually ended the video without going to war first, I'd forget that I ever planned to do it. And we've got more provinces to convert. Now, does it tell us which land they're in? Because we've got an actual mission to do this. Where's my missions again? There we go. Missions. No province in the Anatolia region. So they all have to be Muslim. Where's our regional map mode? That was areas. We want geographic. We want regions. Anatolia is the sort of southern island there. So religious map mode. Oh, it's just basically... is it this one? Do you count as Anatolia? I bet you do, don't you? I've lost it again now. Geographic, regions. Yeah, so that's the one we have to convert. Although we are coring, I think, at the moment. Are we coring? We are coring. So we'll wait till we've finished coring Chios, or Chio, and then we will be able to go and deal with that. Not sure if we have any open borders through Serbia. Doesn't look like we do. We could use some ships to get over there to Ragusa, but we will sort that out in the next video because I digress. Thanks a lot for watching, guys. I hope you are still enjoying EU4 as the Ottomans. I'll see you next time, and until then, goodbye for now.